In this video, we test out the Hermes Agent desktop app. Is it really that insane? Well, today we're going to find out. So without squirrel ado, let's build. All right, so as you can see here on the screen, we're just on the Hermes Agent main website. In order to download the desktop app, you want to click this module here. I got to say, I'm impressed with the landing page they've created for it. Now, I already went ahead and downloaded the DMG file, so we're just going to go ahead and let me preface here. So my goal is to test the Hermes desktop app with my remote Hermes agent installation. Already, I'm not seeing an option to select local versus remote. So I have a feeling I'm going to be forced to install Hermes on this local machine, which I don't operate out of. You know, this is my daily driver. I personally do not allow OpenClaw or Hermes agent to operate on my daily driver. I create sandboxed virtual machines so that they have their own environment with zero limitations within that environment, right? So let's see what happens here. Yeah, and as I thought, we're kind of forced to install it. So listen, for the sake of today's demo, we're going to go through with this whole process. Now, at the time of recording this, this is technically still in preview mode. I think this was just released 2 days ago, if that. So I'm sure that they're going to incorporate this feature. So if you're watching this 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks after the fact, and they've already incorporated that feature, then obviously scratch this, this minor critique at the beginning of the video. Okay, now we're ready to launch here. So let's go ahead and hit launch. Okay, great. So let's allow it to scan the network here. So it's going through its normal onboarding. Listen, I don't want to do this because, and it looks like there's no way around this. I don't see any option to click out of this. We either have to select API key or authenticate with one of our models here. I guess we're forced to authenticate, huh? And this is something that it's my hope that they watch this video and improve. Like at the start of the deployment of the install, it should say local versus remote, or rather, yeah, they need to find a solution here because not everybody's going to install this locally. Now, I know who this is built for, so chances are, you know, my particular critique here isn't going to be the same concern that everybody else is going to have, right? Let's start chatting. So this is a fresh agent, zero context, zero data whatsoever, and interesting. Okay. Let's go straight into the docs section here because they do give us instructions on how to connect a remote backend here. So by default, this app starts and manages its local backend. You can instead point to a Hermes backend running on another machine. I really wish we didn't have to install this locally. That's a bummer. And when I say install it locally, actually set it up with its own home Hermes agent directory on my root PC. I do not like that, right? But it is what it is. Now, to be clear, if you just want to see me operating the desktop app and don't want to see me troubleshooting how to connect a remote Hermes agent system to your host PC, just fast forward until the end. However, if you want to see these steps, stick around. I'm going to spin up my default profile on this machine. Hey, I'm setting up the desktop app on my host PC, but need to work with you to get the connection working. Please execute these steps. And I'm going to paste all that based on the docs. Bam. All right. Looks like it is done. And I'm just going to prompt it to go ahead and attempt to fix. Now, it should be a session token. I don't think we could just... I don't think it's the password. Oh, look at that. I guess the password is the session token. So Let's go ahead and save and reconnect. Close that out. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the gateway. Sign in. Okay, so it looks like it is now triggering us to sign in. Voila, now we're signed in. And save and reconnect. All right. So now, as you can see here, looks like it has all of our sessions here. Wonderful. Let's go check skills and tools. There's a few of my custom ones in there. Great. Messaging. So we can set up and control. Looks like we can't control existing Telegram or Discord related bots here. Now, keep in mind, we are on the default profile. I have a ton of profiles attached to my Hermes agent. And it looks like it's created a login and password for the actual dashboard itself with enabling the desktop connectivity, which is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that right now, but that's fine. But as you can see here, let's go check out my agent profiles. By default, right, your default Hermes agent always defaults to the port 9119, which we configured with our desktop app. Now, as you can see, I have 29 total profiles. So I have 28 additional custom built agents that are not the default agent. Now, only 5 of those have their own gateway. So Architect is my engineering department head. Morpheus is my growth department head. Neo is actually my executive assistant. He's my COO. Mouse is my marketing. And Oracle is my research. And then they have, as you can see here, a whole bunch of profiles associated with their department and then the task at hand. And if you go look at my agent atlas here, it actually pulls from my agent profiles. This is something I custom built for me. If you're interested in it, drop a comment below and let me know that you're interested in it. But it's just a place for me to visualize in a traditional org format my team and the lanes, as well as delegation maps, quick little TLDR of what this routing owner handles, who he routes to, or she for that matter with Oracle, right? This is something I've been working on just personally for me. But as you can see, I've done a lot of work on my Hermes agent system. I have a lot of moving parts now. So does this desktop app live up to the hype? Well, let's go take a look. Let's go check it out. So with just configuring the default, what I call my administrative profile, this feels very limited. Hey, what's your name? Yeah, Neo System Admin Assistant. Aha. So you're not Neo. We're talking on the desktop app. What can we do here? So I feel like if I were to have this set up on my local machine and I just give it access to everything, I feel like this desktop app would be night and day difference. It would be far more beneficial than my current setup where I have everything sandboxed. I'm creating my own operating systems. I'm creating my own rules of delegation, my own delegation maps, so to speak. And this desktop app is very limited because I have to configure a desktop app per agent profile or per agent gateway. Um, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So let's go here. Let's see if we can't switch workspace. I mean, these are just settings here. We have no option. We have an option to switch models, manage profiles. Okay, so here we can go check out our soul, but we can't, for example, load it. I don't see any option. I mean, we can copy setup, right? So we can manage the profile data, but in order to actually communicate with my executive assistant, for example, I would have to go and change the port to the executive assistant port. So, listen, this feels cool. And I think I know who they built it for. This is for consumers. This is for retail. This is for end users. This is to make what would normally look like a very intimidating dashboard, A, and B, this dashboard doesn't even come enabled by default. It comes pre-built, but you have to communicate with your default Hermes agent profile when you set up your system to enable it for you. And then furthermore, you have to say, hey, please make sure that this is always enabled within the system boot. That way, every time we reboot, anything happens, anything crashes, you always come back online when we reboot, right? So, and there's a lot more options that are just like natively right here for you to get very overwhelmed and confused about, right? Crons are very important to me, right? I'm starting to finally populate my crons, right? I've been slowly building out my system on our live streams. Currently, I'm only working on the engineering lane and the research lane. The marketing and growth are untouched at the moment. But here in Discord, I will show you, like, I have an executive assistance chat that helps me primarily with video props right now, but Neo and Muddy, my executive assistant on my multi-agent OpenClaw team, communicate together through Discord. I have my own individual chats through Discord. I have the same on Telegram, right? I have a lot going on. Now, when it comes to this desktop app, I can't easily alternate between my multi-agent team, between my C-suite team, my executive team. I think that this is built more so for single agent users. When it comes to a multi-agent team and you want to have to communicate with that team in its current form, this desktop app is kind of pointless to me. I mean, you can see an agent tree. You can see the crons down here, which I was initially concerned about. Okay, that's cool. You can see gateway ready. Okay. You can see all the context window and stuff down here. So that's cool. I originally thought they didn't give us access to the crons. Interesting. We can hide that. We should be able to pop open. Looks like this is unreadable, but a terminal. Okay, that's great. I wouldn't expect anything. I'm not sure why I can't make it larger, but this is a terminal on our local machine. It's not a terminal onto our remote server, right? So, interesting. Listen, I am critiquing this desktop app from the perspective of my environment. From the perspective of a remote environment, I'm not impressed whatsoever. From the perspective of if I was installing this locally on my MacBook Pro, I might be a little bit more impressed, but to me, it's no different than a Chat GPT, a Codex. I honestly think the Codex app would be better than this. The Claude desktop app, like, I don't think it's that insane in its current form. Now, I'm sure it's going to evolve. I'm sure it's going to get better. Keep in mind that, I know why they built this. They built this to remove the friction for retail, for end users, for people installing it locally. When it comes to remotely hosted servers, this is not the move. I don't think it's ready for that yet. Yeah, these are my first impressions, unfiltered, unbiased. I guess they're biased a little bit to my remote environment, but yeah. Yeah, so listen, key takeaways. I'm not impressed from the perspective of wanting to access my remote server with a complex multi-agent system that has 29 agent profiles total, 5 total agent profiles I communicate with that manage all the other agents. The desktop app is not usable for that, right? I think this app was built more so for the retail consumer, the end user who installs it locally, who has 1, 2, maybe 3 agent profiles, but they communicate with their default agent profile first and foremost. The desktop app isn't for everybody. I don't think it's that insane. Now, keep in mind, this is still in preview. I'm sure they're going to remove a lot of that friction for remote users at some point, but I personally believe their target audience here is the end user, is the consumer, is the retail, right? So yeah, not impressed, not insane. I'm not an AI expert. I'm building in public and sharing what actually works. If you'd like to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.